cause the chatter play the booth before the slaughter. You better fire up the MPs and MIDI controllers, set the standard for the slums. Red rum, your eardrum. This Puerto Rican top, ain't no warrior, you wanna just duck when my spears come. See loose lips, sink ships, Titanic ice and shit. I'm chopping heads off, send the foot as the kicks. The circle, you're set. My ninjas green berets, the niggas serving so late.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandara, a.k.a. the man of a million AKAs. I got my son Scrooge McVance here. None of us matter. We got Ice Cold Ryan Snobeck. Listen, my brother, you got the huge win. Border Wars is over. We could finally talk. You were the guy now, and I told you can ask the reports that I said, yo, if there's one guy from Team USA that's going to be a problem, it's going to be my guy Snobeck. You went in there, you fought homeboy for 5 rounds, you won every single round, clearly. What was that experience like? Like, just kind of take us through the beginning leading up to that fight.
Well, going into it, AJ put me against a guy that's got more hockey pedigree than I have, but I didn't really give 2 shits less about that. For me, it was just a fist fight and who wants it more. And it's actually 3 1-minute rounds. And, you know, you said that you thought that I won all 3, and I appreciate that. I watched the fight, and I thought, and in my head going into that 3rd round, it was up for grabs. So
nope.
I wanted it. He wanted it. It was a test of wills, and I got the upper hand, and I can't wait to fucking do it again.
No, that's awesome. And you're right. I got a brain fart because it was the 5th fight on the card, and it is the 3 rounds. So my head is in a million places. Representing Team USA, we kind of talked about that, but I think it's really real when you're walking down that ramp, right? When you're coming down, music is playing, and you had the ice cold section. They were loud all night. To be able to win and dominate in front of your fans and your people, let me just say your people, that's got to be one of the coolest things that you've done so far.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it was definitely one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. And if you watch it, you'll notice that I take my sweet ass time in my entrance, man. I really walked in slow and just took everything in, looked at all the faces and stared through all the souls in that crowd. And you know, I got into that ice box, and once you get into that ice box, it's real. I mean, that thing it's not a very big place to be, man. It's war. As soon as you step in there, it's 100% war. And you know, going into it, that dude's got bad intentions and you got bad intentions, and you're just going to fucking bring it. And Marcelo, he brought it, man. He's a tough ass kid, and I wish him nothing but the best and all his success, nothing but success for the rest of his years, man. And if he fights in Ice Wars again, then awesome, man. I can't wait to see him again. You know, if we ever fight again, I don't know. That's depending on everybody, you know. Yep. That's above me right now. I'm willing to fight anybody at 175 pounds in the world at any time. So I'm planning on continuing my success, training hard. And I watched that fight, and I was not impressed with how I performed. I was not impressed at all. I'm my own biggest critic, and I got a lot of work to do this summertime, and I'm going to guarantee you, I'm going to look you right in your face. I'm going to tell you I'm going to be ready, and I'm going to put on one hell of a show in Florida.
See, I felt otherwise. I felt like, all right, so let me start with the slow walking, right? And this is where probably my wrestling mind comes in, and long-term for you fighters. I think that people need to have a feel for you guys. And when you have a moment, like when you did the slow walking, yeah, you're taking in the moment, but it's allowing us to embrace your music, your vibes, and it gives us all right, this is Snobeck, right? So going forward, we're like, this guy gets it. You cut a hell of an interview at the end of it. You know how to work a crowd. And these are things that going forward are going to be so key for Ice Wars, because we need to be able to engage with you guys. If it's like a half-ass, I knocked him out, I just go to the back, it's kind of like, that guy was cool, but, there was nothing to build off of. And huge win. My bad. I know you want to ask a question, Scrooge. Go ahead, ask a question, because I got a few.
Well, bah humbug, motherfucker. What's up, Scrooge? Go ahead.
How you
Yeah,
said
word.
that?
Hold on, because he knows you was talking shit about Canada wiping the floor with USA. He knows that was you.
Oh,
Oh, now shit gets real, right? Like,
well, I wanted because you said that like you didn't think that you did as well as you thought. Like, in my opinion, I thought you did amazing. I just wanted to see your aspect on how like you thought you didn't train enough.
no, it's not the training; it's his fight. He was saying.
Boxing.
Well, yeah.
It's boxing. It's effective, clean punches, man. That's where Marchicello and his corner man, that was his boxing coach, man. And when you watch the fight, he throws cleaner, more effective punches than I do. I just throw violent fucking rage and strength and will and determination. Not so much skill. I mean, it's a lot like my hockey career. 100% effort, not that great a skill. So I got all summer to work on the skill to be able to avoid a shot, throw counter shots, throw clean combinations, instead of engaging so hockey fight-esque, maybe box a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Touch them up with some range, and then engage in a hockey fight. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everything that they're bringing on board for us. And moving forward, we're going to be one hell of a thing to watch. I can guarantee you that. But I don't know if I answered your question, but I mean, it was not as clean as I would have liked it to be. And a lot of it was the helmet shit. You guys watch my fight, you'll see my damn helmets coming off all the time. They put our helmets on and they got it taped up, and during the broadcast they said that I didn't and stuff. I actually did. It just got tangled off, and in the first round he threw my helmet all the way across the ice box. I mean, it just it came flying off, and then that's one of the reasons that I think my fight wasn't up to my specifications, because of all those different lulls in the fight. You know what I'm saying? When they're fucking with my helmet, and I mean, I had him trapped in the corner of the ice box, and I was not going to let him out. Like, I was going to throw until they told me to stop, right? And I was going to start working the body if he was covering up his face. Like, I would have had no problem dropping him with the liver shot and watching him puke all over the ice box. I would have loved that shit. But unfortunately, my helmet kept flying off, and I kept having to reset.
And I
so,
wait, hold on. Go ahead.
So, like when your helmet was falling off, I was talking to him about it. I was like, I wonder if he likes thinking like, "Yo, ref, let me like run your helmet."
I got done talking to some people about it, and I wish that we didn't have to wear the helmets, but I could see from what I've seen in the footage from this last show they had on Saturday, in Edmonton, the helmets weren't an issue, man. They had them on really good, and they had some really, really good fights in that show. Despite some of the before fight cancellations and guys missing weight and some unprofessional shit, the guys that went out there and did fought absolute bangers, man. Exciting, action-packed fights without those delays of helmets flying off and shit like that. So I hope everybody watches that broadcast that's going to happen, I believe, this Wednesday. It's going to be awesome fights. So
now, what I know you said you have all summer, so and I'm not sure if they put it out there, but I know a lot of people know about it. I know they want to hit Tampa in September, I believe it is.
That's correct.
Yeah. So if you're there, we'll definitely be there, because we're like a 2-hour drive to get there. So that's like nothing for us.
You said that, bro, and hell yeah, I'm gonna hold you to that, man. I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand, look you in the eye, and say thanks for the support.
Now, of course. Now, and I have said this, and I'm going to stay on this, because until I watch the show Wednesday, I can only speak about Border Wars of what we've seen. Sure. And from what I've seen, the best fights comes from the Laporte brothers, and Catlin Big Snake. Those are the ones that I sat back and said, "Oh shit, man, these guys, they went to work." And I love Smoke. We're over here, we're kind of on the fence with his fight because he dominated Prouty, and we felt he should have been able to finish, and he didn't. And we give all the love and respect to Prouty. He's all heart, much respect. But when I look at it, the core going forward has to be you, the Laportes, and Catlin going forward, and I think that's printing money. The event coming to Tampa, so it's more like with BKFC, I heard they're actually getting involved with the production part and everything. So it should look way more bigger. And I heard there are going to be some of the bigger brass of BKFC getting involved as this cross promotion.
For sure. I mean, Florida Show is what we're calling internally as the super card. Okay. And it's going to be all the best of the best that are doing this at this very point in time. AJ is going to put on the best matchups that he could possibly bring with nothing but absolute true to the game fighters, man. I mean, guys that are willing to go out there and put it all on the line, win, lose, or draw, awesome fight after awesome fight after awesome fight. That's what you can expect from BKFC Ice Wars from now on.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be amazing. Also, my only one thing that I was kind of frustrated about when you were doing your pause, and we had talked about this, I was hoping the crowd did the what, like, to play into the whole, ice cold thing. And I'm going to tell you now, I will try to make that what should happen when you do, because whoever you're fighting, I got you with the dub. So who you fight, you win. We're going to try to do the what thing on your pauses.
Yeah, man. I'm planning on cutting awesome interviews and working the mic and working a crowd and being a fucking star. I mean, my number one is fighting. Okay. Yep. I want to put on awesome fights, and I go into every fight, win or die. So it's going to be everything that you can expect. Okay. I'm going to be way more skilled going into this stuff than I was previously. And the fights themselves, I mean, you got the body bag, you got the gorgeous one, you got Big Chief, you got me. I mean, there's going to be other guys. The guys that just fought in this last show on Saturday, there were some absolutely outstanding fights, I guess. And, so those guys are going to make names for themselves, and they're going to be on the card, hopefully in Florida, and everything's going to be just rocking and rolling, and Words of Sport's going to fucking take off.
Yeah, no, I'm 100%. My last thing before he asks the last question, we can get you out of here.
Okay.
I think I don't think people understand Ice Wars is so dope. It's the sport element, it's the hockey element. And if something like Power Slap can become $1 billion company, this with actual technique and balance and everything. And there's a dog in you that military thing. This is what I keep trying to remind people. Snobeck is a different breed of animal. This is a trained killer, and you got to knock him out to beat him, right? So everything you're saying, I get, but I think Ice Wars is going to be one of those things that takes off, and you're part of that ground level. That's got to feel incredible.
It does. I'm at an all-time high right now with my life when it comes to athletically. I'm super, super happy with everybody that's involved. All of the brass, all of the guys that behind the scenes that make this shit work, they are all pushing for the exact same thing we are. And that's outstanding entertainment. Fucking athletes that are willing to just battle it out. And we're going to look like you've watched the BKFC, man. Yep. Those guys are absolute warriors, dude.
Yep.
Those guys are absolute warriors. All right. And we're just throwing the hockey element into it. All right. Those guys are all trained boxers and stuff. I mean, outstanding athletes and fighters, guys with balls the size of grapefruits. We're just adding the hockey element to it. We're all hockey players. So We're going to do it on skates, and we're going to have certain rules that we have to follow and that are part of the Ice Wars hockey rules. We're not allowed to throw short elbows, and there's some certain things that you can do in other sports and MMA and stuff like that you can't do. Once the guy goes out on the ice, the referees are going to stand you up, and you're going to go back at it. But you can't ground and pound. You can't do stuff like that. And the fighters themselves, everybody's going to adjust to that stuff. And now that we're bringing real ice, okay, this is the biggest part about it, okay? Doing it on real ice is going to bring out edge work. It's going to bring out athleticism.
Yep.
It's going to bring out speed. I mean, it's going to bring out all these different things that you really couldn't do on the synthetic. I mean, there were guys that were better on the synthetic than others. Absolutely.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But on the ice, everybody's going to be on a level playing field, and it's just going to go down to straight ability.
Yeah. Go ahead. Ask your last question so we can get out of
it's
here.
kind of like a two-part question.
You know what?
Okay.
So my first question, well, thank you for your time. And
appreciate it, man.
My first question is, we're like, how was it to get get that win? Like, how did you feel? And then the second question is, where would you see yourself, or where do you want to see yourself in BKFC Ice Wars in the coming?
The win itself, the feeling itself was absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't know if you saw that little video out there that Gator put out there on the BKFC Reddit, where he's on that side view and they announced that the blue corner won, right? And all my ice cold cheering section just went crazy. The whole building went crazy. You know, it was the TV product that we just put out there for this first round. It doesn't do justice as the in-house fight. I mean, the electricity in the crowd and the noise and everything about it. AJ Galante shot this behind the scenes footage. Okay. The BKFC, behind the scenes stuff with really talented, awesome young men who are using awesome cameras, 4K quality, sweet cameras, right?
The Ice Wars in the sole future.
So where I see myself in my future with the BKFC Ice Wars is I'm taking it one fight at a time. So my next fight is going to be in Tampa Bay, Florida, against an unknown opponent at this time. But I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to be 100% fucking ready for that fight. And I'm going to win that fight by knockout, or I'm going to win that fight by kicking the shit out of that guy for 3 consecutive rounds. Okay. At the end of that fight, when I get my hand raised, everybody's going to know that Ice Cold Ryan Snobeck did what he does. So everything's going to go on for me one fight at a time. Do I want a championship belt? Well, fuck yeah, I want a championship belt. But at the same time, I got to earn that shit, right? And you earn that shit by stacking up wins, taking souls, stacking bodies, and just getting W's. And me and everybody that is on my fight team that I represent with BKFC Ice Wars, all of us have that goal in mind. So this promotion is going to continue to get better and better. We really appreciate your support. We really appreciate everybody's support, and we're going to get this done. All right. We're going to make this thing global, and we're going to make this thing awesome. And this is going to be a great success. And hopefully Ice Wars is a sport for years to come.
No, listen, that's freaking awesome. We can't wait for you to win. We appreciate your time and everything. We're always on that Snobeck train because you're the homie. It is what it is. Thank you for your time. Keep doing what you do. We appreciate everything, my brother. We out of here. Deuces.
Take care, guys.
Camera?